Do you want to be a home care leader? Someone that people know, that they can trust in your territory? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, you may be wondering, hey, who's this guy? This isn't Steve. You're right. My name's Nick Bonitatibus, and I'm the owner and founder of Digital Champions. And prior to starting my own business in 2014, I worked for Home Care Evolution when it was actually Hurricane Marketing Enterprises as an intern coming right out of college. And I've had the privilege of being able to stay connected, continue to work with Steve and the team in multiple capacities, like going to their boot camps, which one is coming up in San Antonio. It's going to be amazing. And I've been speaking at boot camps since 2016, teaching things similar to what I'm going to be talking about today. And so today, on a drink with, well, I'm not the hurricane, but a drink for the hurricane, we're going to be talking about how you can become a home care leader in your territory.
This is A Drink with the Hurricane, the talk show discussing all things growing your home care business. This video is sponsored by Home Care Evolution, where we help home care agencies adapt to changing circumstances, transform their business so that they can thrive for years to come.
People want to work and collaborate with experts, people that know what they're talking about, people who are experienced, people who are knowledgeable. And so being able to showcase that you are in fact knowledgeable, that you do know what you're talking about, becomes a massive asset for you in your market as you're trying to attract power partners, as you're trying to attract clients, as you're trying to attract caregivers. Being a leader, being someone that people look up to, people that want to follow, people that want to get behind, that is an incredible asset that you can use to leverage and drive more results in your business. Just look at this guy, Steve the Hurricane, killing it, crushing on YouTube, has for years. You're most likely watching this video on YouTube right now. And again, this is 10 plus years ago when Steve was in a basement, filming it on an iPad, and a lot has evolved and changed since then. But you follow Steve because he's an expert, because he knows what he's talking about, because he's proved that he knows what he's talking about just by teaching and sharing and educating it. And you can do the same thing. You can become an expert by showing people that you know what you're talking about, that you are an expert. And the thing is, there is a huge lack of knowledge in home care. People don't even know what home care is. They don't know how much it costs. They don't know what questions they should ask a home care agency. They don't know the difference between home care and home health. They don't know how to take care of their loved one that has dementia. There's just so many topics and things that you know, that you're experienced in, that you can help serve and educate your audience. And that's what's so powerful about this, because you have the potential to impact so many more people just by teaching things that you already know, by teaching things that you already say all the time on a daily basis when you're talking with prospects, when you're out marketing. When you can start to leverage your own knowledge and put it out there, it builds your brand and you become a leader in your area. And as a leader, it also helps you to drive more online results by using platforms like YouTube. A good YouTube video is like hiring an employee you pay once that works for you for weeks, months, and years to come. The difference between YouTube and so many other social media platforms is that when you post something on other social media platforms, it goes through the feed and then boom, it's gone. Your best video may be like, oh my God, I got so many views on this video, and then it's gone. With YouTube, your best video remains at the top. It continues to get seen again and again and again and again. And so it becomes this asset that you can use and leverage. And so by leveraging this, by utilizing you as an expert, you can create amazing YouTube videos. And it also becomes a great resource for SEO and search engine optimization. So for example, this was Dawn. She did a video bathing with dementia. And this continues to climb and climb and climb. It's above 10,000 views now. So important, right? Talking about bathing with dementia, something that someone is searching for, typing bathing with dementia, and now they're coming to this resource. And do you think that Dawn is trying to attract people that have dementia for her home care business? Absolutely, because as Steve talks about, right, dementia clients, huge need, likely to be 24/7 care, right? So from the business aspect, it becomes really powerful in talking about dementia, because then you can attract more of those clients. Which leads me to the next point, right? What do you want to be known for? Who do you want to attract? Steve talks about this all the time, killer campaigns, focusing on what is your specialty program, how are you leveraging this. So to share an example, this is Jonah, and he wanted to be known for dementia. So he started creating content around dementia, teaching these very important topics that people need to know. And what ended up happening was he started making a splash. And the Alzheimer's Association saw what he was doing and what he was creating. And they actually reached out to him because he was a home care leader. He was standing up, he was standing in front, he was teaching, showcasing that he's an expert. They added a board seat for him, just for him, created an additional seat so that he could be a member. Now, do you think that being a member of the Alzheimer's Association, being a board member, is going to drive results for his home care business? Absolutely. This is powerful. Not to mention the content you're creating can be so powerful and impactful. Take Skip, for example. Skip created a video on how to better communicate with your loved one that has dementia. And what ended up happening was he posted this video on Facebook, and one of his cousins happened to see the video. And she watched the video, and as she's watching it, she said, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." She shared the video, right? Getting more views, that's what we want. And then commented and said, "This is so amazing. I can use this for my son who has special needs." So in this case, it wasn't even someone that had dementia, but the impact that it can create. And when I asked Skip, "Hey, what is this video worth?" his response was, "It's priceless." And that's the thing that you can create through this education. Not only are you branding yourself as a leader, but you're also making a difference. You're sharing content that can help people. With this huge lack of knowledge about home care, you have an obligation and a duty to share what you know. Let people know. That's our mission at Digital Champions, is really getting as much of this information that people need so that they have all the resources that they need to make the best possible decision in their time of need. Because we know when they're in a hospital or someone's getting discharged, it is a mess. They're struggling. They don't know. They don't have this information. And so often when we can create resources like this, when we can get information out there, we can help them before something happens, which often can then lead to actually creating demand for the services that you offer, creating demand for home care. But it starts with becoming a leader. It starts with maybe stepping out of your comfort zone, standing up, being a leader. That's what it takes to be successful in any business. Whether you're leading your employees, leading your market, we have to be willing to stand up. We have to be willing to share and educate and teach and lead. And it comes from being this expert, showcasing what you know, making an impact in your community, and of course, driving more leads and referrals to your business. As Nelson Mandela says, education is the most powerful tool which we can use to change the world. You have information that can help people. Get out there and share it. And if you want to learn more about how you can get out there and share this information, then you do not want to miss the upcoming Hurricane Boot Camp in San Antonio. I'm going to be there emceeing, I'm speaking multiple times, educating. Steve's going to be doing his thing, absolutely crushing it among so many other speakers. You do not want to miss this. To learn more, go to homecareevolution.com/bootcamp. I look forward to seeing you there.